Oh, we are on. We are live. We are active. Today's video, what are we chatting about? So something I think about quite a lot is if I am not doing, if I'm not growing, if I'm not going in a direction of progress, development, growth, I'm going back the way. I don't think you can just stay at a level. I think if you're not going one way, you're going back the other. And I've noticed that a lot. Anytime I fall off on anything, like my most recent beginner gains, for anybody that doesn't know, it's like when you start something new, like your initial period of starting that thing is when you will notice the biggest changes, the biggest developments in the most condensed period of time. So when you start the gym, you notice more progress in the first year than you do for quite some time after that. First thing I've realised with that is YouTube, or my most recent experience with that is YouTube. Not YouTube, content. Content in general. Like, going from being a very inconsistent poster, maybe posting between 1 and, 3 or 4 times a week, to now posting every day, multiple times per day. I've noticed a lot of traction, a lot of difference. Makes a massive difference, actually. And it's like the small wins that you start to really treasure, is the right way to put that. Small wins you really start to treasure, yeah. I mean, if you get focused on the big ones, you just end up stopping and losing the motive and losing the hunger, because the hunger's important. Like, when you start to see wins and notice them and consistently notice them and see them, like, it can just be like increasing your bench press by 2.5 after 2 weeks, or it can be getting a follower a day, which is one of the wins that I'm quite consistently seeing just now, like the odd follower or a couple followers a day, which is quite cool. You got to really take pride in noticing those wins, or not even take pride, that's maybe the wrong way to put it, but you have to look out for them. Because if you're not looking out for them, if you're not picking up on them, then you're more than likely picking up on the negatives. You're noticing the negatives. Now I am the fucking worst. I am my own worst critic, without a fucking doubt. And I'm definitely too hard on myself sometimes. But the thought pattern that I can use to intercept those negative thoughts is, okay, what did I win? What wins have I got from ... experience? What wins can I take from posting every day just now? And let's say a post maybe doesn't do as well as another post. Like, I'm now at the point where I just treat them like high scores. Like, if a post does well, I'm like, fucking come on, there's a high score, let's go. If it doesn't, I'm like, fuck, okay, well, we know that doesn't really do well on the algorithm. Yeah, you got to be picking up on your wins. You have got to be. I've just went off on a tangent there. What was the? Yeah, if you're not going forward, you're going backwards. If you're not going one way, you're going another. And long story short, the way to consistently push forward is by noticing what you've done well and working on what you've done wrong. And I really don't think it needs to be much more complicated than that. The better you get at something, the harder it becomes to win, and the more difficult it becomes to improve. But that's just part of any game, innit? It's just levels. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. If you're not going forward, it's a very good chance you're going backwards. And nobody wants to be going backwards. All right. So there's video number 3. If you enjoyed, drop a wee subscribe, a like, and if you would like to continue going forwards or start a journey that will never let you go backwards, get involved. Links are in the description down below. I'd love to have you on the team. Peace.